guys, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas break and New Year's Eve with your family and friends. I had an amazing time with my family here in the UK. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see my family from Brazil this year, but my mum, brother and sister are coming over in a few days' time to see us, and that would be really nice to see them all. Today is going to be all about the best products of 2013, in my humble opinion. I did one of these videos in 2013. It's weird talking about 2013 in the past, but so I thought I'd do this type of video again, and I think it's a great type of video if you just want to see what's the best of the immensity paper to help me, and the categories are face primer, foundation, concealer, eyeshadow primer, blush, bronzer, highlighter, powder, eyeshadow, mascara, lip product, brush, fragrance, nail varnish, eyebrow products and skincare. One thing you'll probably notice is that most of these products are not new launches from 2013. They are quite old in the market, but they're just products that really made a lasting impression on me in 2013. Either if I bought it, got it as a PR sample, repurchased it, but these are all products that I loved throughout the year. So there's a lot to go through, so I will get started. The best face primer of 2013 is the Benefit The Professional Primer. I have had this for a long time, and this is just a tiny little sample that came, I don't know, in a kit or something that I got. But I do have a bigger tube which is nearly finished, and I've been using this little sample. But it's just a great all-round primer. I've used this on my wedding day underneath my foundation, and it made my foundation last all day long, and I can't really recommend this enough. It's just a good all-round primer. The best foundation of 2013 comes as no surprise, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This was also my wedding day foundation. I've probably used this foundation 99% of the year, and it hasn't finished yet. I don't use much of it at all. I just use a couple of pumps and it covers my whole face, and I'm good to go either for daytime, nighttime, events, parties, weddings, whatever. This is just the perfect foundation. It's going to take something really big to come out this year to top this foundation, and if it doesn't, I predict this will be on my best of 2014 as well. I've done a full review on my blog, and I'll leave all the links down below to any reviews that I've done on any of the products that I mentioned here today. Best concealer of 2013, MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Comes as no surprise as well, along with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. These two have been my face combination for the year. This was probably worn 99.9% because I have other foundations that I like, but I don't have any other concealers that I like as much as this one. And this was also my wedding day concealer. This shade that I have is NW20, which is really good for under eye circles, which is probably my biggest concern when it comes to concealing, is under eye circles, a little bit of redness, and I can also use this on my blemishes, so it's perfect. And this is just amazing. This is the best concealer I've ever tried. It doesn't cake up, it pretty much dries and it sets, and it doesn't sink into my fine lines. It's just perfect. Best eyeshadow primer of 2013, Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original. I know that last year I said that I was loving the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Sin, which was a champagne colour, but this year I've used the original colour a lot more, which is the see-through colour that you can just put any eyeshadow on top. And yeah, there's not much to say about this. It's just literally one of the best eye primers that I've ever tried. It holds my eyeshadow all day long. I've got no complaints with this, and this has definitely been my most used primer of 2013. Best blush of 2013 is a tie between two MAC blushes, MAC Pinch Me and MAC Pinch Oh Peach. You've also seen me talk about this time and time again, and both of these blushes are amazing. They're super pigmented. Pincho Peach is a little bit more pink and Pinch Me is a little bit more peach, which is weird because Pincho Peach has peach on its name and Pinch Me doesn't have peach. But that's how I find them. I find this one is a little bit pinkier and this one is a bit more peachy. And I love both of these depending on which time of the year. Normally I use this more during the summer just because it's a little bit darker, and this one during the winter, and that's what I've got on today. Best bronzer of 2013 is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel Moisturizing Bronzing Powder in shade 62, and you've probably heard me talk about this also time and time again. I haven't used another bronzer, I don't think, for the whole of the year. This is what it looks like on the pan. It's just a nice all-around shade. It's great for bronzing, great for contouring. It has a little bit of shimmer, and if you're not too bothered about that, you can contour with it as well. I haven't found it a major problem, the little bit of shimmer. I think it just adds a nice glow to the skin, and I use this for contouring as well as for bronzing. And I couldn't recommend this enough. It's probably out of most people's budgets, especially now after Christmas. Everyone is just a little bit skint. But it's worth the money. I bought this, I'd say, about 2 years ago, and it still has plenty of product. I haven't hit pan yet, so it's definitely a good investment. I haven't tried the cream version. I think they do, Chanel do a cream version of this bronzer, and some people, I've read mixed reviews about it. Some people say it's amazing, others say that it's really disappointing, and I'm excited to try that. I'll probably try that sometime this year. But for now, this does the job amazingly well, and I thoroughly recommend it if you have skin tone similar to mine and you like a little bit of bronzing, a bit of contour, and yeah, great product. Best highlighter of 2013? None. I can't believe that I'm actually saying this. Last year, I was totally in love, head over heels, for the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. I've even forgotten the name. But this year, well, last year actually, 2013, I didn't wear highlighter at all, I don't think. Probably the first couple of months of the year I was still using the Soft and Gentle from MAC, but after that, the whole of summer, the whole of winter, nothing at all. No highlighter whatsoever. I just don't know what happened, but I just didn't like it anymore. I liked the way my skin looked without highlighter, just so more natural looking, you know, no fake glow, if you know what I mean. I just didn't like any highlighters this year, so I've got none for you, sorry about that. Best powder of 2013, Giorgio Armani Microfill Loose Powder. I've spoken about this as well a lot, and I won't bore you anymore about this, but it's just a loose powder, nice texture, doesn't cake up on the skin, perfect for dry skin. If you have dry skin like me and you find it tricky to find powders that don't cake up on your skin, this is one of the only ones that I've found to work on me, and the only other one was the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, which I featured on my best of 2012. But this year, this one has taken the place of the MAC powder. I find this so easy to use on my skin just to set my foundation and my concealer and all the creams that I put on my face, and it just leaves a beautiful glow. It has tiny particles of shimmer in it, so it just gives you like a radiant finish in your skin without being too obvious over the top or anything. Just a really great powder overall. Again, this is one for the big budgets out there, but if you're looking to invest, I would recommend this. Best eyeshadow of 2013 is the Urban Decay Half Baked eyeshadow. I only have it in the Naked palette, but I believe they do the single pots if you don't have the Naked palette and you want to buy it, you can buy it separately. I'm not 100% sure. I'll check it and put on the information down below if you can. This has just been my most used eyeshadow this year. It's just the most beautiful bronzy gold eyeshadow that looks great on pretty much everyone that I've seen. It's great quality, super highly pigmented, and it lasts all day long. And I couldn't recommend it enough. And if you don't have the Naked palette yet, it might be a good chance for you to invest. I don't have the Naked 3, which is the new one out on the block, but I do have the Naked 1 and the Naked 2. and between the two of them I would recommend the Naked one just because it has the more warm toned shades which suit me more than cool tone shades. So yeah, Half Baked has to be the most used eyeshadow of 2013 for me. Best mascara of 2013, Benefit the Real Mascara. Just like the Giorgio Armani foundation and the MAC concealer, this mascara has been on my eyelashes for 99.99% of the time. It's just perfect. It adds a lot of volume, adds length, adds curl to my lashes, and it just performs really well. It lasts all day long. It's waterproof, smudge proof, whatever proof you want to find. But yeah, it does take a long time to remove. But I don't mind if I do need it for special occasions. This is the perfect mascara. I actually like to wear it every day, which is not great because it does take a long time to take off, but it's amazing and I haven't found anything like it yet. Best lip product of 2013, I couldn't choose one. You know me and my lip products, I just can never choose one. But let's start with lipsticks. I've got two lipsticks. The first one is one from Soap & Glory that you've heard me talk about time and time again, called the Missing Pink. It was my wedding day lipstick and it's just the most beautiful tea rose shade, sort of like a burnt rose shade. I've got it on today and I just love it to bits. The second lipstick is the Rimmel Kate Lasting Finish lipstick in 107, and I spoke about this on my previous videos and also on my blog. If you want to see pictures of me wearing it, I'll try and insert it here. And this is just the perfect red lipstick in my opinion. It's a matte finish, it dries pretty much instantly. It's just a nice deep red shade, perfect for this time of the year. The third lip product is one that made a big impression on me on the first half of the year, and it's the Rimmel Apocalypse in the shade Celestial. It's a beautiful rose shade as well, a little bit lighter than the what's it called, the Soap & Glory one, but this is more of a liquid lipstick kind of texture. It's glossy, so it doesn't dry completely matte, it just leaves a sheen to the lips. I think this is one of the best launches. I don't know whether this was launched in 2013, but if it was one of the best launches of the year, and I couldn't recommend this enough. They do this in lots of different shades. They do red, fuchsia colours, I think they do more nude, orangey toned, but this is my favourite of the bunch and it's called Celestial. Best brush of the year is the Real Techniques buffing brush. I've used this brush every time that I used my foundation, my Giorgio Armani foundation. It just leaves the most beautiful finish to the skin, gets rid of any lines or any foundation patches that may have left a bit uneven on the skin, and it just does the job beautifully with foundation. So that was my most loved brush of this year, and I think last year it said it was Japanesque blush brush, which I still love and I still use every day, but I think this one sort of stood out for me a bit more this year. Best fragrance of the year is the Dior Hypnotic Poison fragrance. I know this is an old fragrance that a lot of people have this or have had this in the past, but I bought this whilst on, was it on holiday or on my honeymoon, something like that. But in the middle of the year, around about August, September, I bought this on a cruise and I absolutely love it. It's sort of like the top two perfumes of my entire life. My first being Chanel No. 5 and this comes second place. The best nail varnish of 2013 is the Rimmel 60 Seconds Nail Varnish in Rapid Ruby. This is more of a recent purchase. I didn't buy this until probably beginning of December or something like that, and it's already made it onto my favourite nail varnish of 2013. I'm not much of a nail varnish kind of girl. I'm quite happy to not have anything on my nails for most of the time, but since I bought this, I keep taking my nail polish off when it starts to chip a bit, and then put this back on and take it off, put this back on. It's 80% opaque with one coat. I've got it on today and I've only got one coat on because I only had 10 minutes before I was ready to film, so I just put it on and waited for about, you know, 2.5 minutes, I'd say, and it was fully dry, and I was able to do everything, set up my camera, and it didn't smudge, didn't do anything with my nails. So I'm seriously considering throwing all of my nail varnishes away and just buying a full collection of the Rimmel 60 Seconds line and just having all of them in the colours that they do. So this has been the standout nail varnish of 2013 for me. The best eyebrow product of 2013 for me was the Eyeshadow Carbon from MAC, which you can see here. It's a matte black eyeshadow. I've got pretty naturally dark eyebrows in any case, so black seems to be the best shade for me. I think all of the other browns that I've tried before are too warm toned. Even, what's that called? Charcoal brown from MAC. That's just a little bit too, I don't know, too browny. It doesn't quite suit my eyebrows as well as Carbon. I'm very light-handed with it because I know it is black and it will show up if I make any mistakes, and I don't fill in my eyebrows too much. I just put a little bit of powder on any gaps on an angled brush and it just looks okay from my perspective. So that's been the standout product of the year for me. And finally, the best skincare product of 2013 is a tie between these two: Lizzo Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser and Heal Gel Eye Cream. The Hot Cloth Cleanser is loved and known by many of you out there, and it's just a really great cleanser. I've run out of these. I think I've repurchased these probably about 5 times, and this is the best makeup remover that I've ever tried. And then the second one is a new addition, and I love this. I've used this pretty much every day. This is a cream for your under eye area, and it's very cooling. When you put it on underneath, it just cools down the area. It gives like a very refreshing sensation. But once you blend it into the skin, it sort of tightens the area and it sort of prepares it for makeup. And I found that with age and me being on my late 20s now, I've started to find a few fine lines under my eyes, which I didn't have until, I don't know, probably about the beginning of this year. And it's not very nice, and when I put concealer on now, I can see that it's starting to look like the fine lines are appearing more and more. So when I use this, my fine lines look a lot less visible, and I'm not kidding, it does look less visible. And I've started to use this all over my face just for, I don't know, to see if it works the same way all over the face as it does under the eyes, and it does leave my skin feeling a lot tighter, just a lot more firmer, I'd say. So this has been a very, very good discovery for this year. I've done a full review on my blog with pictures and everything and details, and I'll link it down below for you guys to see, but this has definitely stood out for me on the skincare department. So these were all of my favorite products of 2013. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you've done something like this on your YouTube channel, leave the link down below so I can check it out as well. I think there were a lot of products that you've heard me talk about before, but I hope this was useful and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I will speak to you very soon on my next video. Bye!